Chosen One Collective, June 20th. Stop waiting for permission to become who you are. You have been standing at the edge of your own becoming for longer than you needed to. Checking, waiting, looking around to see if it is allowed yet, if the timing is right yet, if someone with more authority than you will finally nod and say yes, go ahead, you may now be what you actually are. No one is going to hand you that permission. Not because you do not deserve it, but because it was never theirs to give. It was placed in you before you arrived here. The only signature still missing on that permission is your own. Think about how much of your life has been shaped by waiting for someone else's approval before you would let yourself move. You waited to feel ready before you spoke your truth. You waited to feel qualified before you claimed your gift. You waited for a sign loud enough to drown out your own fear before you took the step that scared you. Some of that waiting was wisdom. Most of it, if you are honest, was a way of postponing the responsibility of actually being who you are. Because once you stop waiting, there is nothing left to blame for staying small. The Chosen One does not ask the world for a permit to exist fully. They understand, at some point in their unfolding, that the world will never volunteer that permission on its own. The world is not organized to hand out confidence to people before they have demonstrated it. It rewards the people who acted like the permission was already granted, who moved as though their worth had already been settled somewhere beyond debate. That is not arrogance. That is simply someone who stopped outsourcing their own authorization. There is a version of you that has been waiting in the wings of your life for years, fully formed, fully capable, watching you hesitate. It is not impatient with you the way other people might be. It is patient the way something eternal is patient. It knows it will eventually be let onto the stage because it knows what you are, even when you have forgotten. It has watched you almost step forward 100 times. It has watched you pull back 100 times after that, usually right at the moment when the discomfort of being truly seen became larger than the discomfort of staying hidden. Think of the moments when you almost did it anyway. The message you almost sent before you talked yourself out of it. The room you almost walked into before you decided you needed more preparation first. The truth you almost spoke before you swallowed it back down and told yourself it was not the right time. Each of those moments was not a failure. They were rehearsals. Your nervous system was practicing the sensation of being visible a little more each time, even when you retreated. Nothing in that process was wasted. But there comes a point where rehearsal has done its work, and what is needed next is no longer practice. It is the actual step. Here is what no one tells you early enough. The discomfort never fully leaves. The people who move forward and become what they are capable of becoming are not the ones who waited until the fear disappeared. They are the ones who decided the fear no longer got the final vote. They let it ride along in the passenger seat, sometimes loud, sometimes quiet, but they kept their own hand on the wheel. Permission was never the missing ingredient. Willingness was. Consider what it would mean to actually live as the person you suspect you are underneath all the managing and minimizing. Not reckless, not performing confidence you do not feel. Just no longer asking the room if it is acceptable for you to take up the space your presence requires. No longer shrinking your voice to the size that feels safest to other people. No longer waiting for a credential, a title, a follower count, or someone else's blessing before you let your gift move through you the way it was built to move. This does not mean charging ahead without wisdom. It means recognizing the difference between genuine discernment and rehearsed hesitation. Discernment asks, is this wise? Hesitation asks, will this be allowed? You have likely confused the two for years. The Chosen One learns to tell them apart, because one of them protects you and the other one only protects your comfort. Notice also who benefits when you stay in the waiting room of your own life. Rarely is it you. Often it is the comfort of everyone around you who has grown used to the smaller version, the version that does not require them to adjust, the version that never asks them to make room. Their comfort is not your responsibility to protect forever. Some relationships will need to recalibrate when you stop asking for permission. Let them. The people who were only drawn to your smallness were never actually drawn to you. Close your eyes for a moment and receive these words. Whisper, I no longer wait for permission to become who I already am. I release the need for approval before I move. I trust what was placed in me before I needed anyone else's blessing to use it. I am allowed. I am ready. I am stepping forward now. The version of you that has been waiting in the wings is not asking for much. Just a decision. Just one moment where you stop checking the room and start trusting what you carry. You were never meant to spend your whole life rehearsing in the wings of a story that was always yours to lead. Step into the light you have been circling. The permission you were waiting for was written into you the day you were formed, and it has been valid this entire time. This is Chosen One Collective. We will see you tomorrow.